Hello students, in this video I am going to explain you about the process of excretion. Excretion, first, what is the definition of excretion? Excretion, it is the process in which the elimination of waste, or better called as metabolic waste, occur from the body. So what do you mean by this term, that is metabolic waste? So waste products are unwanted and often toxic byproducts which are produced during metabolic process or metabolism. Metabolism is actually the chemical reactions which occur inside our body. So in this process, uh, there are so many byproducts or toxic products are produced, and which is of no use in our body, and it may become toxic after some time. So it should be removed from the body, and this removal or elimination of metabolic waste from our body is called as excretion. So what are the product which is formed during this metabolism? It is the urea, uric acid, ammonia, bile pigments, excess salt, CO2, water, ions like sodium ion, potassium ion, chloride ion, phosphate, sulfate, etc. So these products should be removed from our body, and animals accumulate urea, uric acid, CO2, water, ions like sodium, potassium, chloride, phosphate, sulfate, etc., either by metabolic activities or by other means like ingestion. So after some time they become harmful for our body, and that should be removed, and this process is called excretion. So in this video, uh, I'm going to discuss about the excretory organs in human, or you can say excretion in humans. So for this, this is the diagram showing the human excretory system. So you can see, I think anywhere you have seen this diagram, and see here, in human beings excretion mainly occurs through a urinary system or excretory system, and it contains uh, kidney, one pair of kidney, see here, one pair of kidney which is reddish brown solid structure kidney bean shape, or you can say it's a bean shaped structure which lie in abdominal cavity and attached to dorsal body wall on either side of vertebral column. Left kidney is slightly higher than the right one, and the size is about 10 centimeter in length and 5 to 6 centimeter in breadth and 4 centimeter in thickness. So each kidney has convexity and convex at outer side and concave on the inner side. Concave side has a structure known as hilus or hilum. It is for the entry of renal artery. See this structure. This structure is called as hilus. And it is meant for the entry of renal artery and exit of renal vein. So see here, this is renal artery and this is renal vein, this structure. So this hilus is meant for entry of renal artery and exit of renal vein. This one, this is uh, pelvis. This region is pelvis. This is this structure is medulla, and the outer one is known as cortex. This is adrenal gland which is associated with each kidney, inferior vena cava or renal vein, and dorsal aorta, urinary bladder, urethra. There is also presence of some sphincter. Sphincter regulates the amount of urine which has been passed out of the body. So renal artery brings oxygenated blood oxygenated blood which is full of waste product, and renal vein carries deoxygenated blood deoxygenated blood from which waste product have been removed from which waste product have been removed. So structural and functional units of kidneys are called as nephrons. So you can see the structure of nephron here. Nephron is the structural and functional, or simply called as filtration unit, and about 1 million nephrons occur in each kidney. So first you see the structure. This is diagram of a single nephron. See, there is a cup-like structure known as Bowman's capsule. This is renal artery. This is also called as afferent arteriole, which brings all the waste product. And there is a glomerulus tuft of capillaries, which is called as glomerulus. And then this is this structure, this whole structure is called as tubules. And the first part of this tubule structure is known as PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule. That means it occurs near the Bowman's capsule. And then these are the uh, see here, after PCT there is a loop of Henle. The structure is called as loop, Henle's loop or loop of Henle. This one is descending loop of Henle, and this one is ascending loop of Henle. Descending and ascending loop of Henle. This loop of Henle open into DCT, that is distal convoluted tubule, because it is uh, for distance from this structure, that is Bowman's capsule. That's why it is called as distal convoluted tubule, and this distal convoluted tubule opens into collecting duct. This is the collecting duct. And after this structure there is a renal pelvis, and then ureter, and then urethra, and then the urine out of the body. So this is uh, very much important diagram. You see it again and again. You you can see one more diagram like this. See here, this is the same diagram which I have shown you. This nephron is arranged like this, and I am showing here only one nephron here, but there is million of nephron are arranged like this. So this is Bowman's capsule, renal artery, tubular structure, PCT, DCT. This is collecting duct, you can see here. And this is the pelvis area. This opens into pelvis, and then after this it goes to here ureter is present, ureter, and then from ureter the urine goes to urethra collecting there, and then sorry, urinary bladder, and then goes to urethra, and then out of the body. So this is the whole structure. So one thing I am going to tell you, that these nephrons are also called as uriniferous tubules. Uriniferous tubules, and I told you that about 1 million nephron occur in each kidney. And a nephron has two parts. One part is known as Malpighian body. This Malpighian body, and the second is known as renal tubule. This Malpighian body has Bowman's capsule, as I shown you. Bowman's capsule plus glomerulus, that is the tuft of capillaries. You can again see here. See, this is the tuft of capillaries, that is glomerulus, and this cup shaped structure is known as Bowman's capsule, which opens into PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule, and this whole structure, Bowman's capsule plus glomerulus, is together called as Malpighian body. See here, and then renal tubules, and this tubules has three parts. First one is known as PCT, then DCT, and the third one is known as CT or collecting. PCT, that is proximal convoluted tubule, DCT, that is distal convoluted tubule, CT is the collecting tubes. So, and there is another network of capillaries you can see here around the tubules, and these are known as peritubular capillaries, or this is also called as vasa recta. And in this 10th class you will not study about these peritubular capillaries, you will study in class 11th. See here, there is a tuft of capillaries which is parallel to the tubules. This is also called as vasa recta, and the function of this vasa recta in concentrating the urine. So this is all about the structure of this excretory system in humans. This is the outer diagram, and this one is the inner diagram. So in next video I will tell you about their mechanism of urine formation.